I'm Keeana Kee. I live in New York, originally from Latvia, a very small country in Eastern Europe, but I'm here now. And I'm a musician, also a fashion model, but I focus on music right now full time, so it takes all of my time. And my latest song is Numb. It's a party club single that just came out together with the music video, so I hope you will enjoy it. Whoever's watching it.
And the song is so upbeat. It has such a great tone. I can definitely see people dancing around to it. But what do you hope people take away from hearing it?
When I was writing it, whenever I write my songs, period, they have a second meaning always. It might sound like a little party song, but it's actually quite deep when I was writing, at least that's what I'm trying to project. And it's about struggles of life. People will listen to the lyrics. It's put your guns down, take you, like, it's very strong because there's a lot of stuff happening around us always, and your struggles, and you're going through stuff. And sometimes you just need to like go clubbing, go partying, have a drink till your pain is numb, which means get drunk, and let it go. Just let it go for a moment, and then it's going to be a new you, hopefully in a few days or tomorrow, and you're going to deal with everything again. But, with a new you, sometimes you just need to let it go, let go. But the hook, the chorus is more about fun, wop, wop, drinking it up. So kind of let it go, get drunk, whatever it is, just like today is your night or day.
So what really inspired you to want to make these songs that have so much meaning but are also dancey and, people can really party to? Like what brings those two ideas together for you?
Well, I think I write it for myself. The first idea is myself. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to get inspired by. I want to party and, have fun, but it's also meaningful. We go through struggles. Everyone, like, life is not easy. We know that. It's not supposed to be. So, I write it for myself first and think of what would I like to hear? So I come from that idea of writing it for myself and then for everybody else, because probably people are going to relate. Like, that's the natural feeling. What would you feel like doing? What would you like to hear? And that's how it comes out. Every one of my songs.
So then going into the visuals that you created, can you tell us a little bit about what your idea was for the Numb music video?
It was a last minute video. We shot it in Miami. I'm based in New York. And Dai Burger, the featuring artist on the song, is based in New York as well. So we were like, you know what? Let's create this like something super cool. And where can we get ourselves together? And even though when you live in the same city, you can't see each other. Most likely you're just like busy and occupied and, caught up with stuff. So we actually took a trip to Miami. I planned everything. I found the location, and I actually, I started like a little few episodes about the BTS of the Numb music video on TikTok, if anyone's interested. So I found the location. I wanted to make something edgy because the song itself, the lyrics are quite edgy. It's not very light. Like, put your guns down, bet your time on it. It's very like, so I was like, okay, I found this prison location, and it had different rooms, so we could actually have different scenarios in one location without traveling around. So Dai Burger arrived. I found my, in the video, the starring actors are actually my very dear friends. It's Ariana Castelli, also an LGBTQ artist, and DJ Citizen Jane. DJ Citizen Jane, she's based in Miami, so it was easy. I was like, oh my God, that would be amazing if you're going to be in my music video. She agreed. She was like, that's going to be super awesome. And Ariana Castelli also arrived to Miami, so she flew there and we shot it. There's not a lot of people, but we kind of, put everything together with just like 4 of us, kind of. So yeah, it's a prison location. It's a prison, I'm playing an inmate, Ariana and DJ Citizen Jane also playing an inmate, which is creating this like queer prison that, it's a dream. If you are in prison, you want to be in that one. Anyway, that didn't sound right, but still. It was fun, at the end, Dai Burger is playing this like little cop, super sexy. So I'm trying to seduce her while I'm in that out to get out of it. And then we're all getting out. And at the end of the video, actually girls who were supposed to be my friends and came there to save me actually lock us up with the date in the cell and leave. So it's kind of a very fun ending for the song. So, but it's fun. It's a short song. It's not too long, but the video is very fun, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't know that it was just, like you throwing it together. It seems like such a fun story, and it's definitely, screams queer joy. I love how just open you are about it and how you include so many other queer artists. I hear that the whole thing was done with lesbian performers, so I love to see that. So what does it mean to you to just be creating such unapologetic music in 2023?
Makes me cry. That's the first thing, because at first when I was starting my career here, it was like, oh, shall you be yourself or shall you cover it up and be a straight artist, to open your doors? And I was like, but all the video, what, you want me to be like with the guy? Like, it's very strange. You want to kind of be yourself. It's my music. I write it all myself. So I kind of trying to project what's inside of me, and I wouldn't want to play anything else. So I'm very happy and proud that I actually have this opportunity to be me and do myself, if I can say so, and it means a lot to me. It's very important, even though it did close some doors for me, it's for sure, because there's still in this world is a lot of homophobia, and just when they find out, a lot of producers, anyone, videographer, anyone in the industry, when they find out, oh, she's a lesbian, oh, I don't know what their problem is, but that's the reality. But you know what? There are always people who will love you for who you are, and that's who you want to have. That's the following I want to have. If you don't like me, I'm sorry. Like, you don't have to look at me or be following me or anything. And so I'm very happy to have the following that's real and close to me, and a lot of queer people. And it's joy, pure joy.
I love what you said. I mean, it's definitely a tough industry to be in. And there's always those struggles of like, what image do you want to portray? How are you going to be successful? So I did want to ask if you have any advice you could offer to a fellow LGBTQ musician who are trying to find their voice.
Well, it's beautiful when you can discover things about yourself without trying to be someone else. That's how we don't know ourselves. If you think about it, with every day of our life, we learn something about, I'm actually an introvert, for example, right? Or all these little things. How do you learn? How will you get to know yourself if you're not going to be yourself? So I would suggest, we can't really suggest, but from my experience, the happiest thing on earth is to do you, to be yourself, to stay true to yourself, because nothing else that you're going to cover things up with is going to make you happy, truly happy. Maybe for a moment, you're going to be like, oh, let me fit in to this group of people that are like, whatever, something else that you are. And you do that, and maybe you feel good and accepted for that moment. But at the end of the day, inside of you, you're going to feel, I don't know, like unaccomplished or something. It's not going to be true you. So I would recommend, as hard as it is, it's still hard. Wherever you're going to be, it's not easier on the other side. The grass is greener on the other side. It's not, it is, but let it stay there, Make your own grass green, stay happy, true to yourself, and keep going. Whatever the struggles, it's going to be hard, but as long as you stay focused on what you want, you're going to get there. Eventually, if you're not, the failure is when you give up. So keep going, keep following your dreams, keep being yourself. And you're going to find, as I said previously, most importantly, the following that you're going to gain is going to be your people who are going to love you for who you are. Why do you need people to love you who think you are that and that person if that's not who you are? So I would recommend just staying true to yourself till you find these people and will be surrounded with somebody who will love you.
I love that. Literally, when you said make your own grass green, I was like, yep, that's I love that.
Let them be, whoever you think are the competitors, let them be. They have their own life. Make your own life what you want, what you look at, what you see and what you love on other person's Instagram, let's say. Make it your own. Find your own way of doing things the way you like them.
And like I said in the beginning, I know you have some projects coming up. You have a live show coming up. So is there anything else you can tell us about what the future of your music is going to look like?
probably the highlight of this year for me because I am super excited for my performance at the Dinosaur. It's going to be my first time there ever. And I've heard so much about it. I saw so many videos. I am super excited. It's like the world's biggest LGBTQ non-binary event in the world that I know about. And it's going to happen from 20th to 24th of September this year. So if you are up for it, please come. I'm going to be performing at the pool party on Sunday on the 24th of September. And it's the most exciting event so far that I have in front of me.
Amazing. I'm so excited. I love live music. It just really speaks to you when you hear it and you hear it from the person. And I also just wanted to ask, I mean, how does it feel when you hear your own music? Like what thoughts go through your mind when you listen to it?
Well, it is interesting because just recently I'm working on the album and I have a lot of songs that I'm working on. And I was like, oh, I'm listening to some songs. I'm like, did I write that? Oh, like, how did I write that? Because sometimes when probably everybody's going through that. You're like, oh, how did I write this? Like, did it come out of me? Like the melody, the lyrics, like it's very interesting. So a lot of times I do feel very proud of myself because English is not my first language. I write in English. Like it's a lot of things that I try to kind of praise myself for because there's also a lot of downers and, there's so much, the world doesn't really want you to succeed. They want because you're the competitor for everybody. Always, we all are. So people who actually support you, you have to keep them close and be like so grateful. I'm very grateful for everybody who's been following me for years since my Coconut Rum and Coke music video. This is like incredible. These people lift you up. They support you. They keep you going, and I love that. But all this like not enemies, but like little haters or something. It's also super cool. Just use it to your advantage. It makes you also like prove them that no, watch me, I have this new song or I have this new music video. So it's also cool. Use it also as your advantage. But for sorry, I just wanted to add for the Dinosaur, the most amazing thing is to perform for the LGBTQ people when you're part of that. And it's huge. There's like a lot of people there and they all your family. When you see, if I see a lesbian girls walking in front of me, I'm like, oh, sisters, like that's how we call them. So there, I'm super excited to be performing for all the lesbian and non-binary people out there. It's so incredible. I'm super excited for it.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to have such great energy at the show. I'm looking forward to see. And is there anything else you want to say about your music or to your fans?
Well, I'm working on a new album, so stay tuned. I'm super excited to share that with you. We have a few more videos coming out. The next one is Let's Make Love and Genius. I'm also posting a lot of little snippets on my socials, so follow me on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere. I'm everywhere. And you can stay tuned. So a lot of things are coming out. I'm working on a lot of projects right now.